Welcome everyone to this new episode of Breaking the Lines, where the passes stay crisp, the takes cut deep, yet they're never off script. We stepped away briefly, had to realign, but we're back on the mic and it's time to break the lines. I'm your host Alex, steering the chaos week by week. English roots, French upbringing, Leicester and PSG, my football sense is somehow missing. Kieran's born in Wales, but backs Cardiff and United. Loyalty confusion, he's clearly misguided. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, Alex. Good to be back, man. It's good to be back.
Right. Ross supports Wrexham, but backs Cardiff. Ross supports Wrexham, cracking jokes all the while. But the question remains, is it truly Welsh or in exile? Hello, Ed supports Liverpool. He's a red through and through. Except when the beer hits, then it's him on the loo. How are you doing, Ed?
I'm all good, mate. It's good to be
good?
back.
He said one day we'll live this world behind, so live a life you will remember. Happy to be back, guys. Happy to be back, guys.
From touchline debates to moments that shine, this is Football Unfiltered. We are breaking the lines. Right, obviously there's been a lot to talk about since you've seen us last time. United, have been a lot of change. Amorim is out and Carrick is in. Kieran, do you want to start us off with that? Should we just talk about Ruben Amorim first? What did you make of that decision from United fans' point of view?
I think it was the right call to get rid of Ruben Amorim, but I'm a bit concerned of the reasons why he's gone. He should have been sacked for the results, 14 wins in 14 months in the league. But it seems like he's been sacked for some comments he's made against Jason Wilcox. So I found that a bit strange, and I'm a bit concerned with the direction Ineos are going. But, they've got Carrick in now. It gets us until the summer. It is interesting he's been appointed as a head coach, not titled as an interim. So I don't know if maybe this is sort of an audition period for him, but I think Carrick he's a great fit. He's previously managed United for 3 games. First one against Villarreal, which was a 2-0 win, then a draw versus Chelsea, and then finally a 3-2 win against Mikel Arteta's Arsenal.
I was going to say, Ross, if you looked at the recent United managers, Amorim left with a 31.9 win ratio, the worst out of the managers at United this past few years. The closest one was David Moyes, who had 34 games in charge and had a 50% win ratio.
There's clearly a lack of loyalty there. They've abandoned what looked to be a 3-year project going forward here. I think there was a lot of outcry from the United stand. The Mark Goldbridge even you've seen, they're leading the way right now, get in there. But it's right now the club is slowly slipping away from its own principles and it's leaving the fans questioning what's going on.
I will say though, Ross, that Ruben Amorim was not good enough though. He was 10 men against Everton for 70 minutes and he still played a back 5. I don't think there's any plan. I think he had to go. But obviously it doesn't mean Ineos it doesn't mean they know they got all the answers, but Amorim did.
Where
he did have to go.
Are you more on Ross's side? Do you think Amorim was the right time to leave? Do you think sacking the manager in January to bring an interim just for 6 months, is that a long-term solution?
Yeah, to be fair, I think it was time for Amorim to go. He was just so stubborn with his 3 at the back and it just wasn't working. And I don't think the players were enjoying it either. So I think a change was good. But at the same time, I think Carrick is just a bit uninspiring for me. I think it's a bit more serious and people are calling him interim because he is technically the head coach for now. But we'll see how it goes. I thought they could have gone back to Ollie or something a bit more exciting, but we'll see how it goes.
I would have loved Ollie to come back as well, but a big part of Ollie's tenure was he would sort of overlook things where Michael Carrick and Kieran McKenna, who's now at Ipswich, they would take all the training sessions. So I do wonder what an Ollie Man United would look like without sort of Carrick and McKenna in the background. Obviously, I love Solskjaer. He's my favourite manager United I've had based since in my lifetime, other than Ferguson, obviously. But I think Carrick, he's brought in Steve Holland, who's been with Chelsea, been with England. Woodgate, obviously he was with Carrick at Middlesbrough. So I do think this is the right appointment, and 2 big games, Man City and Arsenal coming up, so it's
a big test to come in.
Big test. Yeah.
Ross Rooney was saying, and I quote, "Michael's a very clever person. He'll command respect in that dressing room." Are you backing Rooney's words there?
I'm backing him because he's being given more support by the club. They claim Amorim was going to be left hung out to dry in the transfer window. Carrick's already been offered, a left winger allegedly or something like that. We're going to back you there. It's resources. They've abandoned, like I said, they've abandoned the project the way it's going, and they're just starting to throw money and reset again. Well, where does the project actually become a project? But I think he is the man. He's not afraid. He's one of these quieter characters you don't hear much about, but he knows how the club works. He knows what it means to be the United way.
100% win ratio as United manager, by the way. Michael Carrick. Is that what you were saying earlier?
No, so he won 2, drew 1, but the 2 league games were against Chelsea and Arsenal. Ooh. And he actually benched Ronaldo in the Chelsea game, which is a massive call.
But the thing is, this is my question. When you get like an interim manager that comes in and he does so well, I'm thinking of like Pierre Sage at Lyon. Do you remember when Lyon had that horrific season? They just dropped off, and they brought in Pierre Sage, who didn't even have a coaching diploma. So every game he played, they had to pay like 50 grand out to basically the French FA. And he did so well and ended up giving him a contract. What happens if Carrick somehow miraculously gets United out the mud, manages to, steady the ship? Do we still send him on his way because he's a young coach, and can he cope with that pressure for years? Or do we say, okay, thanks Michael, show potential, fuck off to League One, and we'll bring in someone a bit more coherent, you know what I mean?
I mean, we saw with Solskjaer that happened, where he came in as interim and then did really well to get himself a job. So it could happen with Carrick, but it depends what United are doing. If they're waiting for a manager who's at the World Cup and wanting to get him in after for the new season, or they're putting the faith in Carrick and just seeing how it goes.
Should we just put names out there then? Who were we thinking of like long term? Obviously, there's a lot of names. We talked about Ole Gunnar, we talked about potential Mourinho. People are saying, Gareth Southgate maybe. Obviously, I don't know, what are we thinking? Thomas Tuchel maybe with England? He's supposed to only be in interim for the World Cup. What are we thinking of names like? Is it too early to speak, or?
Well, you've got the ones at the World Cup: Tuchel, Nagelsmann, and Ancelotti, which there's been a lot of talk about.
Pochettino as well.
Pochettino with the USA, but also, some United fans are getting a bit giddy saying Enrique's had enough at PSG. So there's a few options. Roy Keane suggested Eddie Howe. His Newcastle side did, in about 2 years ago, they were playing some of the best football I've seen in a while. So there's a load of options.
Who are you following us?
Hey, Alonso's just been shown the door.
No, he cannot go to United.
That guy had a massive season at Leverkusen, and he's been there and done it.
You know what? This is a size that they've shat on him at Real Madrid. They were begging, gagging for him last year, and star power problem. We'll talk about that another week. Real Madrid have a current star problem in that dress. There's a problem with behaviours. The players are stronger than the coach, more important than the coach. It's exactly what we had at PSG. And I think if Madrid don't sort their shit out, they are going to have a real problem.
Just quickly on that, do you see when they lost in the final, and then Alonso was trying to get all the players to give them a guard of honour, and Mbappe's telling all the other players to go? So
right, that man, it's mad how much he's changed from the Mbappe at the World Cup. Do you remember? Barely a teenager, carried France to that. And the twat he is now, I want to slap. Mate, he looks like a nut, He's like one of those nuts, that falls off the trees. That is his head, by the way.
An acorn.
Right, I think I'm going to spice things up. I've got a little bit of a game United related here. I'm going to give you the current squad. Very simple. Start, bench, or sell. Just one word each on every player.
Okay.
And we'll see how we go, yeah? Right, start with goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Sorry for the pronunciation. Bayendir, Ed.
Sell.
That's a sell for me, sell.
Okay. Tom Heaton.
Keep. Yes. Tom Heaton is. Tom.
He's good. He's good for the dressing room, man.
I'd say bench. You're not going to get much money from him.
So start, bench, or so.
Oh, he's like 40.
Okay. Two on loan, actually. We forget Andre Onana.
Ooh. No, sell.
Terminate contract.
Mate, the drop-off, by the way, between his level at Inter Milan and United.
I can't stand that guy.
And is he Peter Schmeichel in disguise? Lemons.
He's got to start for me.
Nobody's Peter Schmeichel. Nobody. Not even Schmeichel, the dog of Coronation Street.
It's not Chesney's dog.
Yeah, Chesney's dog, the big old one. Yeah.
Is that so?
Chesney kicking down doors. What a guy, bloody hell. No one's Peter Schmeichel.
Bench.
Sam.
I would obviously start him for now, but I would bench him if someone better was available, because there's still a few flaws in his game.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to defence. Diego Dallo.
Bench.
Yeah, bench. Agreed. Mazraoui.
Again, bench for me.
Yeah, keep.
I'd start him. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, I'd start. De Ligt.
Yeah, start. 100%.
Yeah, start. He's one of the better players.
I'd start him. Yeah, I'd start him.
Start. Agreed. Harry Maguire. It's
Bench.
time to go.
I don't think you should sell. I reckon bench. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's given too many limbs. You can't ignore him, can you? he's all about the limbs moments. Yeah, he's been there and done it, and he's the only one in that squad to barely win a Premier League, is he? You know, so
Start.
Yeah, start.
I'd honestly, I don't mind who starts him out of De Ligt, so I don't mind either.
Okay. Lissandro Martinez. By the way, I would bench, and they have to go for centre half this summer.
Yeah. Martinez. Again, it depends if they're signing anyone, but at the minute, I would start him.
Yeah, at the minute, start him.
Martinez for me starts. Yeah.
Start. Agreed. Malacia.
Forgot he was even out the call, to be honest. Yeah, get rid of him. So.
Yeah, see you later.
Sell. Goodbye.
Sell.
Goodbye.
Sell. Yeah. Dorgu.
Ooh. Bench for me.
Yeah, you don't need to sell him because he's still a good player.
Yeah, he's
but
still young.
He's not going to be the way forward.
Yeah, you probably sell him. You probably do sell him in the long. I don't think he's good enough if United want to challenge.
All right. Yoro.
Start.
Bench.
But I'd go bench as well. I think he can get exposed out wide. So he's still young. Is he 20, 21?
Unpopular opinion. I'm going loan. I think a season back in Ligue 1, maybe with a little someone could get him back in confidence.
That helped Saliba, didn't he? He went back to Saint Etienne, was it? He went on loan to France again anyway, and it helped him.
Yeah. Luke Shaw.
Ooh. Bench. Bench for me.
Yeah, how old's he now? 30 odd? Mid-30s? Yeah, it's getting to the end. We need a forward-thinking people who can last a few years, I wasn't English, but we need to last a few years,
I'd start him. I think he's brilliant, me, and I think when Luke Shaw's playing well, United are playing well.
I'd say bench. Aidan Heaven, who we're seeing a bit more of recently.
Similar to what I said, loan if you can. Yeah. Loan him, get him more game experience.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Aidan Heaven's the best on earth. No, he's not the best on earth, and I think you need to sell him.
What? Oh my goodness me! No.
First hot take.
What?
Sorry, Aidan.
Man, he's the boy. I would honestly, he should be on the bench for now, but he's second in line to Martinez. He's so composed.
Okay, let's move on to midfielders. Keep it quick. Mason Mount.
Bench.
Keep. He's changed the game since he came back.
I love him, but he's injured far too much, so you probably should cut your losses and sell him. And that hurts me to say, because I think he's a brilliant player.
I would have said keep. Okay. I think unanimous here. Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, start.
Start.
Yeah, of course, United's best player. Casemiro.
Ooh. I'll bench him.
Bench, he's getting old now, isn't he?
Probably bench. There's no harm in keeping him, and there's no point selling him. So yeah, bench.
Yeah, bench. Ugarte, by the way, how did we sell him for that much? That was a stealer, that was.
Yeah, you got to sell him, but I don't know how much you get for him, but I would sell him, yeah.
You gotta sell him.
What Ross said. What Ross said.
Yeah, he's got to go. Kobe Mainoo.
Start for me. I think he's that good.
Yeah.
That's the easiest start, man. He's
Start.
Amorim's a criminal.
Yeah, okay, we'll leave the youths alone. On loan, Rasmus Højlund. What do we do with Rasmus?
Oh, I can see Kieran saying so. I'll go bench. He's still young.
Yeah, give him the benefit of the doubt at his age. Yeah.
By far the worst player I've ever seen play for Man United. Sell him. He is honestly atrocious.
Not even Bebe.
Is he doing well for Napoli or?
He's doing all right, yeah, but at the same time, fundamentally, a ball would come to him. Instead of trying to make a run, he'd try and just fight the defenders. And
Right, bring him back for pre-season, do the 4 games with him and Sesko, see who's more hungrier, and send the other one away. Matthias Cunha.
Start.
Yes, and exciting to watch.
yeah, start. Yeah.
Start, yeah. Zirkzee.
I don't like Zirk to me. I'd sell him. I think you still get a decent amount for him.
We can make Zirk work. Zirk work. Yeah. No, we can keep him. Yeah, Sam.
I'd sell him only because I think his style of football suits Italy more. I don't think he's a bad player, and I think the United fans have treated him quite badly.
Yeah, sell if you're out another year, you lose too much. Amad Diallo.
Yeah, start for me.
Yeah, it was the Diallo derby that time, wasn't it, as well? So, he's burst onto the scene.
Yeah, start for me.
Start as well. Bynum Mbeumo.
Yeah, start. Easy.
Bought him for a reason. Let's hope for good things.
Yeah, start.
Start. And Sesko.
Yeah, start. I don't think you got any other strikers at the minute to number 9. So I'll go,
Big
start
lads, modern day forward. We need it.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind benching him. Sort of Cunha on the left, Bruno in the middle, Ahmad on the right, and I think Mbumo could do a shift up top. I don't mind Sesko.
Fair enough, I'd keep him, build up that confidence. Finally, 2 players on loan, Marcus Rashford.
Keep.
He's got to start when he comes back, really.
Yeah, keep him.
If he wants to stay, keep. And finally, Jadon Sancho.
Ooh, no, Sam.
I didn't know he was still around even, honestly. He could be cleaning the floors for all I know, honestly.
Yeah, man, I can't stand that guy. Get rid.
Okay, fair enough. Well, tell us what you think, guys, in the comments. We're breaking the lines. We move on. The Premier League is back and there's been a lot of shift in the table since we spoke to you last time. We're going to go through the preview of each game on Saturday. Let's start off by, if we can all memorise it, how the league is looking so far. I mean, if it was up to me, realistically, I had a look at it. We can kind of split it into 3 parts. For me, there's the top 3, obviously, of Arsenal, City and Villa, who are, Villa, I think, 8 points clear of 4th spot, so they're kind of like ahead in their own little... I mean, realistically, if those 3 aren't ending up in the top 3, it's a failed season. Then for me, we've got those teams from like 4th to 15th, where there's like 5 points off them. Yeah. So realistically, with 1 win or 2, anyone can go anywhere from 4th to 15th. And then obviously the bottom 3. What we think of the Prem so far this season?
It's mad. It's like a championship season. Everyone's just interchanging. And teams are like picking up results that otherwise you wouldn't really see in the Premier League. So yeah, this season's been really exciting, and it's good for the league that teams are just moving about, and you've not just got like the top 2 and then the rest of the league. So I'm enjoying it.
Ruthless, isn't it? You've got the bottom ones. The bottom teams are confined to the bottom of the table, while the teams at the top fight it out. It's what entertainment's made of, isn't it? I'd love to see something on the final day, because relegation battles are what you rely on if the championship's already won, aren't you? You know, but. Now you've got the scrap that's probably going to go to the last day of the season, maybe, if Arsenal don't hang on, you know.
Yeah, do you know, the thing I've enjoyed the most is seeing how well Brentford have done, because, you know, that even their own fans were so against Keith Andrews, and I feel like it's a perception thing, because he's got them up to, 5th in the table. They got Thiago banging in goals. They lost Visser and Mbumo and Norgard, and, you know, they've lost Tony in years before that. So I'm so happy that Brentford are doing well, and I think if Keith Andrews had maybe called Ruben Amorim, I think he'd be getting a lot more praise than he's getting. I think he's doing an unreal job, and I think he's shutting a lot of people up. Yeah, and you know what? It's just been really exciting. I'm Sunderland this year as well. You know, Brighton are always doing good. Bournemouth can nick results. So I think yeah, it's been a very exciting Premier League season, and I think it will go down to the wire.
Should we kick off with the first game of Saturday? 12:30 kick-off. Won't spend too long on it. We've already spoken about United, Manchester derby. What are we thinking? Carrick coming for that one, big one there. City going away. Brought in Semenyo's obviously doing bits for his first few games. What are we thinking?
Yeah, 2 goals in 2 games for Semenyo already. He's flying. I can't see United getting a result there. I know they're at home and a new manager, but City for me are just too strong. So I would go, if I'm doing a prediction, I'd go 3-1 City for me.
Yeah, I think it's saying what Ed says. Sorry, I'm not talking English today. What Ed said there is definite. It's United haven't got a chance. Semenyo's on the menu. It's I've been loading that one. I've been loading. But Carrick needs to win this one. He's got 2 big games coming up. I think is it Arsenal next week or something. That'll give the fans some confidence going forward. If they can get past these 2 games, Carrick could be onto something here if he shows promise, and he might do himself some justice and keep it. But United are probably on the back foot in this one.
Yeah, so my prediction has no logic behind it at all. So I've basically sold my ticket for the Manchester derby to go watch Cardiff play Bradford. And the last time I didn't go to a Manchester derby, Man United won 2-1 under Ten Hag. So I'm going to say United win 2-1. There's no logic there, but there is in my head, sort of, you know.
And you know what? I'm going to go for a screamer. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think City are going to go 2 up and United going to catch up. Yeah, I'm going for a weird game for Carrick. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay, right. Fun you mentioned Brentford. I wanted to dive in straight there. Chelsea, Brentford at Stamford Bridge. Brentford unbeaten in 6 games on a 3-match winning streak. Thiago, I believe, broke the record for the Brazilian scored the most goals in one
right.
season, up to 16.
Yeah.
16, yeah, well done to him. Obviously, Leon Rossignor's come in, bouncing off a 3-2 loss in the cup against Arsenal. What are we thinking there?
I think Chelsea should have enough firepower to win. Garnacho's, banging in the goals at the minute. Rossigno, there should still be a good vibe, a good bounce around the place at Stamford Bridge. There should be too much, but obviously you remember in the reverse fixture, was that a draw? Was it 2-2? So I think Brentford will fancy their chances to get a result, but I think Chelsea should be too strong.
I'm intrigued to see how they're going to mix things up under Rossigno. He's going to keep that team as it is. I think Reece James is apparently injured. I'm intrigued to see what he does with Enzo. If it's up to me, Chelsea-Brentford, I think Chelsea 2-0. They're going to stop, put Hall to Brentford's good form.
He's a bit like a Pep Guardiola, isn't he? He came out and said about being a manager and a coach. So I'm keen to see what he's like in the not just the relationships, but how he turns these players into the next level personally, in the way they play, as individuals. But let's give it a
prediction now, Ross?
Brentford are going to win 3-1.
What did you say, sorry, about the score?
I said 3-1 to Chelsea.
Just off form.
3-1 Chelsea, yeah.
Off form. Yeah.
And Ed?
Yeah, I like Rossigno. I think he speaks well, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move. Leeds Fulham. Realistically, I'll just throw that out. What are you playing for when you're... how do you live when you're a Fulham fan? You know what I mean? It's like, are you content to just stay in the league and just be like a mid-table club without going down, but you're not really pushing for Europe every year? Are you happy with that? Or realistically, would you rather a lot of teams, Palace will sort in a similar situation where they say, sometimes I'd rather just go down, have a fun season in the Championship, get a trophy, go back up, have a real nice cup run. If you're Fulham, Palace since had the FA Cup, all of that. Fulham are Fulham. Realistic, if you're a Fulham fan, what are you living for?
To be fair, in about 2011, they did have Europa League run. But
14 years ago, mate.
Yeah, I know, but you do say they did have a season in the Championship.
30,
Yeah, true. But one season in the Championship, I think Mitrovic scored 45 goals and Harry Wilson got 19 assists. So that was a good season. But yeah, you're right. Since then, it's sort of just been
stale.
It's been stale. I think Palace, finishing 12th every year, they'd see teams, leap. I think since Palace were in the league, Leicester had got promoted, won the Premier League and gone back down before Palace had won anything. So I do think it can get stale, but I think they've got a good side there, and I think they could, if they put a few more results together, if Harry Wilson can stay fit, I think they can put.
I really rate Marco Silva, by the way. I think he's doing bits at Fulham. My concern is at some point next season, 2 years max, he's going to move on to something else. He'll want to move on to something else, and that's where my concerns will be. They've got a good philosophy at the club, but it's just boring life, isn't it?
Yeah, no, the case studies you go off if you're a Fulham fan is Leicester won the FA Cup, Palace won the FA Cup. It's possible, but it's just when as you said, when you're finishing 14th, 15th in the league every season, it can be a bit...
What a shout out though to Fulham fans. Craven Cottage, one of the only grounds I really want to do in the Prem. Proper English ground, that posh.
No.
Posh, proper English ground. Have you been to Craven Cottage?
No, but no, just the poshest club in the Prem. I'm not a fan.
But back in, like Kieran said, back in the 2010s, the Cottage was a place it was a fortress, People used to fear going to the Cottage back in the 2010s, you could be going down in the last minute, winning 1-0, and Paul Konchesky will slap in a flipping equaliser, you're in trouble.
Danny Murphy loved a free
Mark
kick.
Shortland doing the sticks. It's all in it.
You don't know where I'm from, dog.
Well, that's him.
Right, scores predictions. Fulham Leeds at home, 1-1.
Fulham 2-1.
Really, I'm going for a Leeds win. They've done really well at home this season, so I'm going to go 2-1.
Leeds. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm going 2-0 Leeds. Yeah, great. Very quickly on Leeds, have they exceeded expectations this year? They're 8 points clear of West Ham, who in 17th. Surely they're staying up.
I think if West Ham can put some results together, I think it could still fall apart for Leeds, as the famous song goes. But I think they'll be okay. I think 17th is where they'll finish.
Okay. So pretend we all built two big Jenga towers like this, out of two little sticks. It's which one falls down the quickest. Leeds fall apart, but unfortunately the teams below have just crumbled. They're still falling, but they've got the other teams down there.
I think
that Leeds are safe though. They're safe.
Yeah, I just think the home form has been so good this season, and the fans are obviously some of the best fans in the league. So I think with West Ham, even at home they're struggling. So for me, I think Leeds staying up.
Okay. Ed, for you, Liverpool at home against Burnley. Florian Wirtz finally broken the deadlock. He's getting on that scoring sheet slowly but surely, as we say. You could argue that a lot of good players for Liverpool in history took 10, 11 games to get scoring and then become decent names for the club. They haven't lost a game since the 26th of November. The form is back. What are we thinking about the situation of the club before we dive into the game? Varney Slot, Florian Wirtz. They're back into it. What's changed for them?
Yeah, well, the last episode we did, but it seemed like every week we were talking about how Liverpool are in a bit of a crisis. And since then, we've just gone on a streak of not losing. So obviously, I'm buzzing with it. I think there are still a few rumblings with the fans where they're not fully behind Slot. But I mean, he's getting wins and he's getting results. So I'm more than happy. With Burnley, I mean, we've got to beat Burnley at home. There's been a few games where Sunderland at home, Leeds at home, we haven't won. But I'm confident with this one, so I'm going to go 3-0 Liverpool.
Okay, Ross?
Yeah, I can't even see Burnley scoring. 4-0 Liverpool.
I'll go 2-0 Liverpool. I still don't think they're playing well, but I think they'll still have too much for Burnley. I think 2-0.
Yeah, I'd like them to get a clean sheet for FPL, but I think Burnley are just going to score one. They're going to, they're going to score two, and they're going to take a 95th minute goal. Konate is going to do something stupid.
Also, Basley again, trying to back you up.
2-1. By the way, did you see when he did that? The player who said that was a disrespect, he would have never done it in the league. I disagree with that take. Yeah, I think generally I did get what he wanted to do. Clumsy, stupid, but did get what he wanted to do. It's not like he was fucking rainbow flicking him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like. I didn't get that take. It's just a little side note, but yeah. Anyway, we move on. Sunderland against Palace, and I call this the battle of the drop-offs. You know what I mean? We talked about Sunderland and Palace. Funny enough, I think it was episode 2 or 3, and we were praising them, man. We were saying how good they've been doing. They stepped up. Now they've dropped off. 4 draws and 1 loss, and only 1 win in the last 6 for West Ham. Palace haven't won a game in the league since the 7th of December. Mateta's set to maybe leave. There's links linking him to Juve. Gahey obviously would like to think he could have gone in January. Probably won't. That will be the summer. Are they in trouble of always letting kind of like a Leicester problem? How long can you last by letting your best players go? A lot to talk about there, obviously. Brennan Johnson's coming in and signed. The Welsh mates can tell me what they think about there. What we think about this game? Ross?
They lost against Macclesfield. I think it illustrates the direction right now. Not in a great way. Look, you'd look at Sunderland. I know I don't want to jump to that first, but Sunderland, 3 points here moves them back up into the European spots, and they're on a good course. And Palace, like you said, they're just not on a good run. They've got no confidence. They don't know who's leaving, coming and going. It's just a club that's just lacking any direction.
Yeah. I think Glasner, he's mentally clocked out. I think he's off to Man City in January. How long Adam Wharton will be there for, I don't know. I think Mateta wants his move. I think Brennan Johnson, I think he will be a good sign-in.
I rate that move.
I do think he'll be a good sign-in, but I don't think he's enough with all the other players leaving. I think there's a lot of responsibility on his back. I think the biggest thing for Palace is who they get in the summer to manage them once Glasner leaves. It can't be another Vieira or go back to Roy Hodgson. It needs to be another forward.
I think it might actually do some good to Oliver Glasner, this kind of drop-off, if you can say, because we tend to gas managers up in England quickly. I'm not saying Oliver Glasner isn't a good coach, by the way. I rated him when he was in Germany, but it's just, they went on a form, 1 month? For 1 month, they were practically, on a 5-6 winning streak, barely lost in goddamn any games. And this drop-off will be able to judge Glasner, how can you put this back together to see, obviously coaches, it's when they're at their lowest where we see how good they are, you could argue. So I'd rather see Glasner stick with Palace a bit more rather than just jump him off to United in the summer. I think that's too quick of a jump.
Yeah, well, I was going to say then what you just mentioned about Glasner. I was looking at the odds. He's 6-1 for the United job. So, I mean, depending on how well Palace finish the season, he could well be at Old Trafford. But yeah, I think that's the biggest problem for Palace at the minute. The fact that the manager's just not there. Doesn't seem like it anyway. You can see him leaving in the summer. So,
what are you saying for score-wise then? Sunderland, Palace at the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, I think Sunderland are going to. I mean, Sunderland, they've not got a great run of foot. I don't think they've won a league game since the derby against Newcastle. So, but I mean, having said that, they're still flying in the Prem. So, I'm going to go Sunderland winning 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 Sunderland, definitely. And I'm not just saying that.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, agree with Kevin. 1-1 for me. Yeah. Tottenham, West Ham. London derby there. Spurs winless in 4. The whole Thomas Frank situation, starting to feel the pressure. But nowadays, who's sustainable as a Tottenham manager, really? You could put Ross in there and he'd probably give him the calls, you know what I mean? It's like, no, honestly, yeah, West Ham, obviously, crisis mode activated. 10 games in the league in a row without a win. Are West Ham going down for Millwall to come up?
I think Tottenham have just had Heitinger come in as the assistant manager from Liverpool. West Ham have actually just got a new assistant manager, so there is changes. There is changes happening there. Tottenham's home form is obviously one of the worst in the Premier League, but I think Tottenham should have too much for them, So I would say Tottenham will win this. West Ham, I think, is the most depressing club in all of the UK at the minute. Every single game they play is away from home, basically. So I do.
Have you ever been to the Olympic Stadium?
I haven't, but I'm going next. I'm going next season when West Ham get relegated to Cardiff.
I went there for Leicester. I went there for Leicester, mate. That is fucking far from the field. It's an Olympic Stadium game, literally. You could have Usain Bolt running around that thing and not see him. It's generally really how far from the pitch can you be? I mean, we're talking about the Hill Dickinson Stadium, trying to build it like on Bundesliga vibes, very close to I think it's as close to the field you can get under English reglement. And then you got fucking West Ham. That is abysmal, by the way. Milton Keynes vibes. I'm sorry. My score: Tottenham, West Ham. You know what? I think West Ham will salvage a draw. I'm going 1-1 with Jared Bowen.
I'll go 2-1 Tottenham.
Chance for West Ham here, but 0-0.
No, I think it's a make or break for both managers. I think if they don't get a result, then they could be gone. So, said that though, I reckon Tottenham are going to win 3-0.
Okay, fair enough. Last one, not the most exciting game. Well, you could argue something there. Forest against Arsenal, Forest at home. Arsenal, are they going all the way? We talked about that. Will City catch them up? Sean Dyche, thoughts at Forest? Ross?
Off the back of that FA Cup loss to Wrexham on penalties, it was that's deflating for any Prem.
What a mad game of football, by the way. Proper game of football. Really enjoyed that.
Deflating by all means.
Proper Welsh team.
What a night! But it deflates you in every sense. Like they've got to pick themselves up, and it's how they pick themselves up now. Maybe they're not competing right now, obviously for the title, but I think Arsenal's run of form's just going to outshine that. It's going to stand up there. So
I think Dyche can set up I think he can set up a block against Arsenal, and then Forest have history of beating Arsenal. Was it in the 22-23 season where they basically won the league for Man City? So I think Forest can put up a fight. They've got good players. They'll be wanting to bounce back. I know that's basic analysis, but they'll have to. The fans will be up behind them, and I think if they can stop some of them set pieces from Arsenal, I think they might be able to salvage them from this game. I'm actually
prediction.
I'm going 1-0 Forest.
Really?
Yeah.
1-0 Forest. Wow. Okay. I'm going 1-0 Arsenal. Set piece FC.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Yeah, I'll go 2-0 and 2 goals from set pieces.
Yeah, Arsenal clean sheet. Arsenal to win 2-0.
Okay. Sweet. Wow. Should we move on for a few games and debates?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Right, Ed, do you want to start off? Can you give me a country? France, Wales, or Spain? One of the three.
I'll go France.
France? Yeah, that's it. Right. And that said, the three of you can work together.
Okay.
Can you name the 5 French players with the most appearances in the Premier League history? Who wants to start off? We're looking from number 1 to number 5.
I don't mind going first. First name that came in my head was Hugo Lloris.
I was thinking Hugo Lloris, yeah. Hugo Lloris.
Goalkeeper, surely.
You're going Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris doesn't even make the top 10.
Really?
Really?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Vieira.
Patrick Vieira is just outside the top 5. He's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. He's actually 6th with 307 appearances. We're talking about players who've got 320 appearances and more.
Patrice Evra.
Patrice Evra is not in the top 5.
Who is in the
278 appearances. No.
Really? Okay, so we've got to think who's been in the league for years. I don't know if. All right. Okay.
Right. Realistically, there's one here no one's gonna get, but go on.
Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry is not in the top 5.
We're having a stinker.
Okay, I'm going to go for... Actually, no, he won't be... I was going to say Anelka, but obviously Anelka won't be Right, is there anyone from...
This is quite. I'm actually surprised at number 3.
Alright,
here.
okay, I'm going to... Cisse, Jibril Cisse.
Oh no.
I'm going to go
No, Jibril Cisse is not.
Sylvan Distan.
Yes, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1.
469 appearances, played for Newcastle City, Portsmouth. Did he have a spell at Portsmouth as well?
Yeah.
Everton, 469. Sylvan Distan is number 1.
Okay, so there's got to
I'll
be
give
some
you a
obvious
clue
ones.
for number 2. We're talking about a player, bit controversial, did something mad in his past few years as a pro. And he did play for a number of clubs in England, including Arsenal, Liverpool, City, had a spell at West Brom as well. That's a big
Oh,
club.
it is Anelka?
Yeah, Nicholas
Oh.
Anelka.
I thought I would have
You didn't say it. Nicholas
know.
Anelka is second with 364
Really?
appearances.
Well, I suppose, Man City, he was at Bolton.
Yeah.
He's been
So
at
we
all over the
need
clubs, yeah.
we need 3, 4, 5. Realistically 3. I'm going to give it to you because no one's getting
Wait, give
this.
us a hint,
Give us a hint.
He played for 3 clubs: Fulham, Spurs, and Sunderland. 336 appearances. Old school, very old school. No one's getting this.
Ginola.
No. Steed Malbranche. Does anyone know Steed Malbranche?
I wouldn't have got that. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
got that.
To be fair, someone did say Patrick Vieira. I mean, if we're talking more recent time, we'll count that. Okay, number 4 and 5 you can get.
4 and 5. I will.
I'll give you a clue. Both are defenders.
Sylvestre?
No.
That's a good guess.
That's a not 275, just down the line.
Both defenders.
Oh, there's one who's it's our generation. I mean, yeah, we were young, but it's our generation.
Ooh.
Leap.
This is actually tougher than I thought, because it could be someone from like a
Proper FIFA player, proper FIFA card back in the day. This one, number 3 years.
Matteo Debussy.
4. No, way down. No.
This is hard, man.
Lads, okay. I'll give you a clue. He played left back.
A French left back.
And emblematic.
Masuakoto French. It's not Clichy, is it?
Yes, Gal Clichy, of course, played for
about-
Arsenal and City.
What about Sanya?
325. No, Sanya's only 267 appearances. And we're missing the last one, number 5,
What position?
Defender again.
defender, I believe. Played for Chelsea, Arsenal.
William Gallas.
Yes, Spurs. Did you look?
What? Oh no, he won number 10
Yes,
for. He won number 10 for Arsenal.
William Gallas, yes. Yeah, not so easy then, isn't it? Yeah, I thought Gal Clichy, I was surprised. I thought Gal Clichy would be there. You know? Don't you remember Gal Clichy with that big old school City badge? Like, man, that was
There's
like...
just a few big names that you would think.
Lloris wasn't there.
Yeah, Lloris is the one.
I'm surprised Thierry Henry only got 258 appearances. Laurent Koscielny, I thought someone would have a crack at, 250. Samuel Nasri, 220. Olivier Giroud, 215 only. Robert Pires, Younes Kaboul. Oh my God, you remember Kaboul at centre back? Oh my God, yeah. And for the old schoolers, David Ginola. GG, we love you.
I did guess
yeah.
Ginola.
Anyway, yeah, let's move on. Right, Ross, Wales or Spain, please?
Spain.
We're going Spain, okay.
You're not picking Wales, Ross.
I'm not going to embarrass I might not embarrass myself. Yeah, I'm not going to embarrass myself.
Wales. Right, with that, Ross, please, can you name the 5 players from Spain with the most appearances in the Premier League history?
In the Premier League history?
Yeah.
Cesc Fabregas.
You're going Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas is number 2 with 350 appearances.
David De Gea.
I was going to say.
David De Gea is number 1.
Yeah.
So you got number 1 and 2. We're looking for 3, 4, and 5. You can get these.
David Silva.
David Silva's number 4 with 309
So what do
appearances.
we need? 2nd and 5th.
You need 3rd and 5th.
Mikel Arteta.
Ooh, just outside
that is
number
a
6.
great
Unlucky,
guess.
that is a great shout.
That is a great guess.
Pay for PSG as well now. You know, it's a good club.
I wouldn't say there's any. Do you know what? Actually, it probably isn't him. I think it's.
Thinking Liverpool, I don't think this Liverpool.
One of them had a class chant. I mean, it's a simple chant, but I rated it.
Let me keep thinking. It won't be any United. Is it Torres?
No. Torres is 11th.
Okay.
So you got De Gea, you got Fabregas, you got Silva in 4. We're looking for number 3 and 5.
Number 3. So he's played more games than Silva.
Pedro.
No. No. Pedro's not even in the...
It's not, I don't
apologise.
know, Marcus Alonso.
No, not Marcos Alonso, no.
Xabi Alonso.
No. No.
Juan Mata.
Ooh, good shout, number 7. No.
Is there any goalkeepers in there?
There is a goalkeeper.
Pepe Reina.
Yes, Pepe Reina's number 5. Yeah, so we're missing number 3.
Number 3.
Well, I think he's one of the. I'll give you. He's one of those players, captain, who was a captain at one point in his career, and I think he's just one of those players you can put like in the N'Golo Kante. There's people just liked him. You didn't hate him. He played for big club, big six.
Herrera.
No, played for big six, but played for big six club, but very likable player.
Really?
This is tough.
Really?
We'll just call you Dave.
Oh, Azpilicueta. Yeah.
Azpilicueta.
Wow.
Azpilicueta. Yeah, not bad.
Wow, he's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, great. Kieran, do you want to end up with finish with Wales?
Yeah,
Sorry.
go on.
With that said, can you name the 5 Welsh players with the most appearances in the Premier League history?
God rest his soul. Gary Speed.
Give me a minute. Yeah, Gary Speed, number 2.
2?
Yep.
Oh yeah, obviously. Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs, number 1.
I don't know why I got
Ramsey.
Sorry?
Aaron Ramsey.
No. Ramsey's number 9.
Number 9.
Okay, so
You got number 1, number 2. We're looking for 3, 4, 5.
Craig Bellamy.
Craig Bellamy's number 7.
Ashley Williams.
No.
Wayne Hennessy.
Good shout. No.
right. James Collins.
No.
I
Number
thought-
8. Good shout.
I thought I got it.
Good shout, number 8.
I know you've probably got someone like Mark Hughes.
Number 6. Just misses out on 6 appearances, 297. We're looking for 3, 4, 5, 300 plus appearances.
Neville Southall.
No.
Ian Rush is too old as well, isn't he?
Joe Allen.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me just. I want to get these now. I actually am like getting like right. Okay.
One of them's
Robbie Savage.
Yeah, I was going to say Pundit. Yeah.
Robbie Savage.
Robbie Savage is number 3 with 346 appearances.
So 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Okay. 4 and 5. Ben Davis.
Yeah, think of Spurs. Yeah, Ben Davis.
And
And we're looking number 5.
What position?
number 5. No.
I can't. I won't tell.
Number 5.
You can get number 5.
It's not Gareth Bale.
Very similar to what you just said.
Who? What was the last guess?
Who I said Ben Davis.
Very similar. Very, very similar.
Neil
Oh,
Taylor?
another Davis.
Yeah.
Never Davis.
Yeah.
Oh, not Steve. Steve Dave? No.
Is it Steve or Scott? It's S.
Steve.
303 appearances.
Steve Davis.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Knowledge is separately.
Up Wales. Right, lads, debate time to finish this off. Last time it was Ross and me. We were debating. What were we debating, Ross? The Champions League group stage versus the league phase, was it? That's what we did, yeah. Now we've got a good one. We've got the worst league out of the top 5. Kieran, you'll be defending
I'll be defending League On.
League 1, which is often rated as the worst league, and Ed,
And defending the Bundesliga.
the Bundesliga. Yeah. We chose those two because we feel like it's the two. Can we say it's fair to say they're often the two that are
People will
often
say,
depicted as
yeah.
the top 5?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so obviously rules are clear, lads. 60 seconds each. No interruption. One will start, everyone listens, and so on. And me and Ross will vote our winner. But we'll also put the name in the comments for you to choose. Okay?
Who's going first?
Right, who wants to go first?
I'll
Who's,
go first.
who's confident here?
I'll go first. I'm not
Okay, hang on. I'll just get the clock up. Oh, yeah, you need your notes,
I
don't
need
you?
my notes,
Yeah, I'll count. Okay, go
okay.
on. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Tell me when.
Right. Go.
Right, so I'm defending League One, and I think the first thing you've got to do is look at some of the foreign exports who've come to the Premier League and done really well. You got Hazard, Bernardo Silva, Saliba, Gabriel, Cherki, Doku. From the lower league, you got Mahrez and Kante, and then even if you go years back, you had Thierry Henry. I think League One's more competitive. In the last few years, you know, Monaco and Lille have won 1. Bayern Munich have won 12 out of the last 13 titles. PSG dominated everyone in Europe last year. They're not even top of the league, it's Lens. So I just think that in itself shows it's more competitive. France won the World Cup with a team of, other than Griezmann and Pogba, everyone, you know, started off in Ligue 1. And then if you go over to Germany, you just look at the biggest club there too, Bayern Munich, and their biggest talent, 17 years old, and he already wants out, he already wants Real Madrid or Barcelona. So I think that the French league's more competitive, it's more of a transferable league, yeah, that's all I've got to say on that. So
Great.
There we go, I'm done.
Good. Seconds to share. Well done. Get in. Ed, when you're ready.
Just give it to Kieran now, please.
No, go on, Ed.
All right, okay.
Let's go.
So I'm going for the Bundesliga. I mean, if you think of the leagues, why the biggest teams are known as biggest teams is for European pedigree. If you look at the German league, 8 German teams have won a European trophy and only 3 French teams have, and one of them was last year. If you look at the competitiveness of the league, last season, with the top 4, it was Leverkusen, Frankfurt, Dortmund and Bayern, and the season before that it was Stuttgart, Leipzig, and Bayern and Leverkusen won the league. So it changes every year. If you look at the managers, you've got Klopp, Guardiola and Tuchel, arguably the 3 best managers in the last decade, and they all manage in the Bundesliga. And arguably the biggest club in the world, Real Madrid, had Xabi Alonso, who came from the Bundesliga, so it's not a league to be snubbed off. And then you've got Luis Enrique in the League and he's already sick and tired of PSG. He wants to move. He's getting bored of that because it's too easy. And then you talking about foreign exports. I mean, all the names you listed were from like 10 years ago. Liverpool, who just won the league, the best league in the world, spent 160 mil on 2 Bundesliga players. And the atmosphere as well, you've got to take that into consideration. Parker went home and away in the Liga and said the best atmosphere he went to was a German ground, so that's all I'm going to say.
That's a lie.
No, I said
No, I
it
said
was
it was
overrated.
overrated. I said the best one was Saint Etienne, it was a French ground.
Oh, good, well done, good.
Well done.
That was good.
Right, Ross, very briefly, who are you giving that point to? We are giving points now.
Fred's mild inaccuracy, but to give it to Kieran, I don't know, just by technicality.
Oh, no.
I want to make it equal. I'm Switzerland, I'm neutral in this. I'm giving my point to Kieran based on the arguments given. Sorry, Ed. Yeah. But don't hesitate to tell us in the comments.
Yeah, no hate comments, please.
Keep it PG as Ross said.
Yeah. Right, lads, thank you all for tuning in for this new episode of Breaking the Lines. We do apologise, we'll be here weekly. Please comment, tell us what you want to see in the next coming weeks. Please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and our individual channels. Links will be in the description. Last words, guys.
Yeah, it's nice to be back and can't wait for the next one. Hopefully we'll keep this consistent now and looking forward.
We've been missing it a lot, so hopefully we get back to doing weekly stuff.
And thank you, Mum, for the mugs. You know.
I'll bring mine next week. I left it at home.
We're Breaking the Lines. See you next time.